Welcome back. Y'all remember this face right here? I don't know if y'all remember that face right there, man. That's the AT over there. My brother, my man Adrian, he's finally in the building, man. How does it feel to be back, bro?
It's been a while. It's been a while. You done? That's on me. A lot of things to figure out. A lot of things, but hey, that don't matter. Because I'm back, and we got somebody else with us.
They might have seen him before too.
We got a champion.
He cool. We have a champion.
Another champion in the building.
Oh
man, so listen, man, that's what we're gonna get into today. Championship talk. Whew. I mean, we talk about this with ourselves a lot. We don't even know where angle to really start at with this.
We had a whole discussion about
Point guard X, by the way. Go follow him. Point guard _ X. Go follow him. But yeah, it's so many different angles that we can come at just to start with this conversation, man. Like, obviously, we want to talk about our college experiences as being hoopers. But
as y'all heard of so many times.
Right, and for a lot of y'all that know us individually or even know us as a group, like, we've spent a lot of time talking about a championship, make sure that's what we want to achieve and do in college, which we ended up doing. So you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we did. Yeah, we talked for 2 years, bro. 2 years we talked about it. So let's start with that. Let's start right there. 2 years ago, right? A little more than 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
I'm centenary. Centenary game, bro.
Not
you. Yeah, I thought you was lost like that. You don't remember what happened 2 years ago?
Real quick. Okay, sports podcast coming soon, man. Y'all stay tuned. But don't worry about that right now.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah, shameless plug.
All right, so 2 years ago, man, centenary. Shout out to that university school. We should have got them. I got to shout them out because that game.
We can't disrespect.
Yeah, I don't want to disrespect them because we out of school now. But that game was a huge game for us, and I would say a turning point in our collegiate careers. You feel me? Literally, was because we talk about being a part of a team coming up. That's our sophomore year. We're understanding college basketball a lot more now, and we are just getting a lot more feel for the game. AT started, ended up being first team that year, so it's like. The GOAT. Yeah, so give him a round of applause. Okay, that's the GOAT right there.
The greatest. Can I say this? The greatest. I'm looking at this camera. The greatest Wilson College men's athlete of all time.
All time.
Adrian Thomas.
All time.
I'm sorry. Keep it.
So I'm walking the story a little bit more now. So sophomore year, like I said, so we had a decent record, even though we ended up losing 3 of our last 4 games. Conference games to kind of get ourselves some good seating. Very winnable games though. Yeah, so we got blessed. We got blessed to go in the playoffs that year. At 4th seed, played the number 1 seed, centenary. Played our twice already in the year because of conference play and all that stuff. But in that game, we talking about just the atmosphere, the way the game went. It was just so crazy. And we didn't even play our best game at all, and we lose by single digits. So that game for us was we right there. We can really lock in to get this championship if all we need to do is win this first one.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying? That's what we did. So from there, we literally started after that game was 2 weeks, right? Whatever, right before COVID hit. That's when we all just sitting there talking we need this big, we need this, we need that, this is what we need to do to win. We was having those conversations.
Because when COVID hit, that kind of shook us for a minute. Because most D3s, most universities, when COVID hit, it was tournament play for them.
Right.
Right before tournament play. Our season was over, so we was already
Karen played or not? They won.
No, they didn't.
They didn't play.
They didn't play.
No. Okay.
Yeah, they didn't. They got canceled.
Oh, true. Yeah. Okay.
They didn't.
Okay.
So it was just a rough situation for most, universities because kids are going in. Well, men, shall I say, are going in the next year. Am I even going to have a season? And the conversation we was having, living in the same house.
Right. Yeah.
What are we going to do? It was rough.
It was tough. It was rough.
It was definitely rough.
Yeah. But then that because we. The way you see us talking, we were kind of we were the leaders of the team, basically, with as far as being the ones to communicate to other people, kind of just be the not decision makers, but like ambassadors, I would say, of the team.
Yeah.
So that COVID year, like AT's mentioning, man, we at that crossroads now because we had our coach, our coaching staff, the way our system was. A great system. It was great. Shout out to Coach Zola, shout out to Coach TJ. I be with TJ all the time now, man. So, and we talk about these things always, man. That system was so it was what you expected out of college basketball, in my opinion.
That's what you expect.
Right.
You go in expecting a lot of homework, a lot of scouting, a lot of hard work, a lot of different training. You know what I'm saying? That's what you expect in a. That's what you expect. In a college. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what it is. So like you said, shout out to them.
Right. For sure. So we talking about practice down to the minute. Like
we know
exactly what we're gonna do in order. Like actually, man.
But that's saying everything. We gotta start. Not go back too far, but going from freshman year, we were kind of. Well, I was a bench warmer. You were hurt in the playoffs, and you were a starter.
Yeah.
And we were the second seed. Had expectations and lost. Then going to the sophomore year, now I'm 6 man, 2 starters. We're the leaders of the team.
Yeah.
And we squeak in the playoffs and we lose first round.
Right.
So now we kind of knew after that sitting there game, we was like,
not again.
Now we kind of know, like, we've been on both sides. We were the favorites and lost. We were underdogs and lost.
Yeah.
But now we know, okay, this is what not to do during the season. This is what to do. Like, we were ready for that junior year. Like, that
junior year was going to hit.
We were going to...
That was a championship year.
That was going to be the championship year for real. Like,
And Daddy was already coming back.
That championship year. Yeah.
We knew what we was going to do. Especially Z was supposed to be with us. So we thinking Day, X, Ant, AT, Z.
Yeah, that'd
have been. And then the role players we'd have had.
Daryl, Tim,
running base.
Jordan Miles, we'd have been, still running base, yeah.
So it's like, for a whole year, we just really just mapping it up. How we do this, how we do that. We going to the outside court with Sadio, practicing base.
Back, literally.
Outside, running base.
And like, so on to that point, right, that COVID year, obviously how AC mentioned, like, there was no real, like, basketball going on. But, like, you still had your organization, still had your team that you were part of. We were like, how X is saying, we the leaders, like, we can't miss a step. Like, we gotta make sure that we, like, on top of this. Like,
not a hoop set.
Yo, Chambersburg, we found all the hoops, bro.
Chambersburg, Pennsylvania.
Hey, yo.
So many hooping spots.
Yo, shout out Chambersburg. Nah, for real. Nah, we moved up. We moved. Yeah, and they did show love. Like when we actually became part of the town, though. Like, cause we were obviously on campus, but like once we moved, like off campus and we're trying to figure out the spots and everything. Like they were receptive of us, and I really shout out to all those people in Chambersburg for real. Like showed love.
We suck out like a throw thumb on that.
Nah, for real. Though, they knew.
You knew who we were. They show love, man. Ain't no way they not over there. They not over there for that reason.
Yeah. Right. Hey, so back to X's point about that junior year was supposed to be that we put the pieces together. You know, we were doing it on our own essentially at that point. You know what I'm saying? Because COVID was very unknown. Like, it was still fresh to everybody, and like there was a lot of talks of like, you know what I'm saying, testing. But it's like this is got to look like this is what, you know, if you get a positive test, your whole team is shut down for 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Causes this many
schedules. Right. And it was like, so we were faced with the decision though. Later on that junior year, like we got to a point because, as we mentioned, our previous coaching staff, you know, it got to a point where we said COVID, like it affected everybody's lives so differently. I've talked about it also on here before. It's like he got to a point where he had to make sure his family was straight. Like that comes first, and we had to respect it as men. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it hurts that like we about to lose our guy that like kind of, you know, molded us into like what we were really about. Like we didn't even get to really get a chance to, you know, reach our full potential with him. So it's like for
though. We
like,
knew it was about to. It was a
blossom.
Right.
They get to reap the fruits of
that junior year would have been ugly.
For everybody else.
For everybody.
Everybody's food.
So, you know, we ended up losing him because, you know, he decides that, you know, it's time for him to take care of his family for real with his other business. You know, he's really successful in that. Coach Zola, man, all them time I mentioned it on that one little solo drink. As far as like getting hands dirty, like, and that's the one thing I always love and respect about Zoe, right? Because he will show you like what life was like being a man, like outside of basketball too. Like, yo, like it's all come down to like, can you be on time? Are you respectful? You know what I'm saying?
That's what he really cared about. Like, he didn't like, yeah, you could shoot, you can dribble, blah, blah, blah. But like, are you gonna be on time?
Your character.
Your character.
Who are you?
Yeah, like that's what your reputation. Which is why his reputation is like rock solid.
Yeah.
He the guy.
He won.
The Godfather of Chambersburg. The Godfather of Chambersburg, man.
It's just, but back to like how we're preparing for that year. Like, I don't think people really know how much we were putting into, and there's nothing even there. We don't know what's next. We don't know when we're gonna play again, nothing. But we watching film in the living room.
Nah, for real though. Old film.
Man, hey, you gotta do this. Like we doing that like
literally though
in June. Like we don't know what's coming. Like, but that's how excited we were for this season. Like I think we're gonna win a championship. We might have been undefeated in the conference, bro. Just junior year. I'm not gonna lie.
The way we was moving, the way we.
Yeah. So, then the process begins, right? You know, as far as like, all right. So now we know we still pretty much in shock. Like we don't have no coach now.
So now we just moving.
So y'all gonna talk about the interview process?
We can.
We don't gotta go.
Not too deep.
It was simple.
It was a simple process. Yeah. Go ahead, AT, if you want to talk about it. Yeah.
I mean, it was me and Ed were chosen to interview
along with Zach Powell.
You know what I'm saying?
He's doing big things in sports media right now as well. Shout out to Zach.
Shout out to Zachary Powell.
Another Hall of Famer.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That boy can shoot the lights out. It might look weird, but trust me, y'all, it's green. It's green. Volleyball line green. Like.
Well, we were chosen to interview some candidates, and that was really it. The process wasn't nothing serious, but it was simple process, 2-3 step interview process, and then we got to coach. We didn't make the final decision. Of course, we couldn't players, so of course the school board, they made the final decision and all that. But so then going into that year with the decision, we was like bet. Right. We were happy with the decision. We were content. It was cool with what we were going to go in with.
Right, so, but also what we were going to go in with, but also with what we were, like I said, we already had that confidence. It's like, we just needed that person in place.
We just needed a coach.
Yeah, we just needed that person in place.
We already know who's going to win personally.
Without being cocky. Like, I'm not trying to be cocky.
Yeah.
But from the day they announced the coach to the day we won the championship, every day in between, we knew we were going to win the championship.
We barred it.
It wasn't, like, again, not to sound cocky. Like, we're not trying to be cocky, but we said it plenty of times in the house, bro, we're going to the championship.
Bro, we barred it before.
Yeah.
We even knew we were going to get the coach. Like, we been barred.
We knew we were going to win the championship. We knew we were going to win the championship the whole way through.
Mm-hmm. And that's used a part. I just talked to my brother about this. Like, winning the championship, you don't win that in 1 year. Like, you win that in
you win that 5 years ahead.
Which is why I really wanted Ian Frazier, Keon Adams, ZP, Zoller, TJ, Burke. Like,
my boy Burke, man. Pre-game stretches, dog.
Like, that's why I kept like trying to tell them they're champions too. Like, we're the ones that played that game, but we wouldn't be where we'd be without them.
It's 40 minutes.
40 minutes.
40 minutes.
But that 40 minutes took 4 years.
4 years to come.
That 40 minutes took 4 years.
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Like that. Like they like. I hope they feel that. Though. I hope Keon feels like a champion. I hope Ian, because we wouldn't be champions if they didn't show us.
They show us the way.
How to be college athletes.
And not like
Bean too. Bean.
Shout out my boy Bean. Of course, can't forget Bean.
Yeah. Cannot forget the legend, bro.
Like you said, college athletes, not basketball players. College athletes, how to carry yourself. Like these dudes when we was freshmen, bro. Like.
Nothing to worry about.
I ain't gonna lie, like we was wilding. We was wilding. Maybe not X. Well, X did have a little. He ain't say he had a little thing too.
He had a fun freshman year. We'll just leave it at that. We had a very fun.
It was fun, it was fun. But these guys like Keon and Frazier, ZP, you know. Even Bean was in the mix with us every now and then, but he was also still like
he knew
he had to make
sure
it
turn it on.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing, it's all balance. You gotta know when to.
And I think as freshmen we knew. Like we took the basketball part seriously.
That
was it though. That's the only thing we took.
That's the only thing.
Everything else was jokes.
Everything was jokes. That in the whole classroom, that dorm room, everything was jokes.
Yeah.
But which is what the basketball part though, we was going at it every day.
But that's the stuff we learned, which is how you can't win a championship. You can't win a championship just taking one side of college.
Right.
Serious.
And I ain't gonna lie. While we were on freshman year, like when he pulled us all into the Coach Zoe put us into that locker room that day. 2 weeks in, no cap, y'all. We was a wild group. 10 freshmen deep. 10 freshmen deep, bro. We was cutting up. We was cutting up. So, but he pulled us in, and that's that. When he pulled us in, that was kind of like, I guess, a little bit of my waking moment, because he told us that we had the potential to be great. Like, you don't just tell that to anybody though.
You don't.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it really hit me, like, and I like how we carry ourselves is like, and I started believing it more and more, like, every day, and it was just like, damn, like, and then when junior year came around, I was like, oh yeah, we were bad. It's not even up for discussion no more. Like, we we just gotta play these games, but we gotta do it the right way and get the others with us to like buy in and make sure that it is what it's gonna be, which we spent that 1 year doing. So we can get back to that. We kind of digress a lot while we're doing it. But no, we good. So back to junior year now. When COVID hit and that pause and everything. When we talk about the coach, we were like, we didn't necessarily want to play with that tournament style thing or anything like that.
I didn't.
We didn't want to play because we didn't know what was going on. The testing thing was gonna be a lot. Like it was like it was literally on us. Like that's another thing as far as like
want to play or did we not want to play?
Right, and that's another thing that's on us. Like we said championship, like, but you have to like really make sure that people understand like what that means. Like
everything has to go not perfect, but most things have to go your way in order for you to win a championship. And in a situation like that, when we was going in, the whole season couldn't have went our way. I don't think it wouldn't have went our way. It wouldn't have, because with all that stuff going on, it barely went our way our season.
And I say literally by the time that junior year came around, like we didn't caught COVID, so it was like, all right, well, like now we know, like we made the right choice, like now we know we made the right choice and not playing. So
whole other pod right there.
And man, I'll tell you, sneak peek. Yeah, we was really taking care of each other like every day. That COVID, bro. Like it was like
2 years, man. It was fun 2 years.
We can make a movie out of this 2 years. Like no cap, man. I might have to hit up some like
production people. Stop me talk about the summer, bro. The summer before senior year.
Yeah. So that's the one. Oh, there we go. That's like the part. Like
the summer before senior year. That was the hardest I worked, bro.
Easily.
Yeah.
That was
because we do.
Easily.
Bro, like Nike Run Club challenge on the app every week.
Shout out to Nike Run Club.
Every week. Like y'all, like we laugh about it now, but like we associate, like we had the Nike Run Club app. We was at the rec Tuesdays and Thursdays. We found a way to go outside a couple of places.
The one of the day we didn't work out.
Sneaking in our gym.
Sneaking in our own gym.
We can say it now.
Nah, yeah.
Sneaking in our gym.
Yeah, sneaking in our own gym.
Sneaking in our gym, man.
You know what I'm saying? Bro, and you love when we talk about this when we was doing defensive slides with freaking bands outside at night,
outside on the concrete.
On concrete, bro.
What are you doing? Like, what are you doing? But that's how bad we wanted it, bro. Running sprints on the 6 in the... Listen, bro.
Yeah. Getting up at 6 a.m.
Who waking up 5? What do you like waking up 5, 6 in the morning? They don't have to.
They don't have to.
Some people do it. Only people who want to be great. Only people who want
to
be
6 in the morning.
Running 2-3 miles every day or every other day.
Then
lifting. AT got real big on his lifting when we got this other spot that we was at.
That's like cool.
200.
Cool, you know what I'm saying?
Like, bro, like our house was like a freaking like. Our house is like NBA training camp, bro.
We pushed each other, bro.
No, we did though.
Nothing but talking shit.
Nothing. Come on.
If you got your ass busted that day, you would know.
Bro.
Yeah, the Kings, the 2-on-2s.
You knew you got your ass busted that day.
Don't come last in the Kings. That was when the day when he won. Bro. I want the gym to be open for another hour so bad, bro.
Mad and shit.
And it's crazy, like.
That pissed me off.
He said it because I'm not a really one-on-one player. So for me to get that win that day, I know it was
hit though. I'm like, okay. He wanted to win it. He can't get enough. Like it's just like you gotta bro. We just push each other, bro. That's
for real though. And like we from when we even with 5-on-5, like with our guys, like at first we used to play about 13 or whatever. It got to the point like we playing the 9.
We running 7 and 9.
7 and 9, bro.
7 and 9.
To get these quick games to make sure that everybody stand on point. Like what you want to do is like decisive, like
trash talk.
Yeah, everything. It got deep.
I miss it a little bit.
So I'm tearing up on it, man.
Teammates actually came.
Oof, and it was beautiful.
Open gyms. I remember the first open gym at Results. Because I think that was our first joint, right?
Yeah, Results. He went there.
First open gym at Results. I was sitting there like, yo, we are tough.
We got the team, man.
I was like, yo, and that was like everybody wasn't even really hooping. Like Antonio had a few dunks.
Nah, that's when he dunked on Darren. That's when he dunked on Darren. We remember that.
He dunked on Darren Green.
Darren Green.
Oh, he put his whole joint out there.
Darren Green.
That's little bro. That's little slime. So that's love though. It's all love.
After we saw the runs, I was like, okay. I thought I already, you know what I'm saying, we gonna win a championship. But when I saw that, I was like, there's no way
we're not losing.
We had everything. You had defenders, you had shooters, you had big men, you had guys that can drive.
And that's all we needed was a big. That's all we needed. We was what? 5'10" to 6'3" for 3 years. Then he was a 6'8" athletic.
Yeah, I was like saying athletic 6'7", not no
6'7". I'm talking about
go catch this lob 6'7", like
you talking about,
for real. So shout out AB, man. So now
big country.
now we here on to the championship senior season for us, man. This is where like the conversation starts to shift now, because like senior year, like we as happy you just saw us, like that was genuine. Like that's all that experience. That's what we really felt at the time. Because like how X was saying, like this for me, I really appreciated the process of like, even though we didn't win, that's what the idea I had of it. I appreciate the process a lot, because it's like
those losses help.
The losses, it makes you realize, okay, what I need to sharpen up on. But Zoe, like, you know, if he was on blue team, like that means, you know, you gotta really work out. Like
you was in the rotation.
You're not in the rotation, like
crazy part. You're not playing. You know you're not playing.
Yeah.
You're blue team in practice. You 13. You know you're not playing that game, and they still
going hard
every day.
Busting the starters' ass.
I remember that one day. I remember
freshman year. One day we got their ass.
I remember one day, yo.
We got y'all ass that day.
First of all, X is a legend because of his story. We're gonna tell the story at one point, at some point. But no funny, bro. Like X was on the blue team that year, and I remember that one practice with him, Lamar, like Justin. OG, God, yo, they was busting everybody ass in practice. That shit was crazy.
That's how it's supposed to be.
But it's supposed to be like that.
1 to 15, like, because we all got the same goal. And honestly, if you're not playing, the practice is your game time. Fuck, you gotta.
Yeah.
It really though.
But we used to really look forward to going to practice too. Like,
but shout out to Zoe, because you see guys like him not playing at the beginning of the year to be a starter.
Right.
So it's like, okay, I can earn.
Yeah,
something
you
like
earn
that,
it.
Bro.
Yeah.
It's like that's so shout out to Zoe. Like he created that environment. You wanted to work out. You wanted to show him something in practice. Dev did good. Sometimes he got in games long.
Yep.
Like
if you cook that week,
you might win.
I say cooking. Yeah, you taking charges because you know we was tracking everything. Like, used to track turnovers, and like people who know me, like I did turn the ball over a lot.
One for Ed.
You know what I'm saying? Turnover to Russo.
Sam messed it up.
Yo, Sam.
I didn't turn it over. Sam, like you either get it right in the reason,
yeah,
right?
like it's like because you didn't want to be, you didn't want to have that feeling like, damn, I'm fucking up. Like you want to be like, all right, I'm working towards whatever I want to earn. Shout out Sam, shout out Sam. But boy, yo, he got in our ass that one game. McDaniel, boy, yeah, Rosemont, McDaniel was when he. I was so disappointed.
Shout out to
Keon's hip to the rim. All right, Sam.
Hey, yo.
I'm okay, Sam.
Yeah. He's on, bro.
Hey, I'm crying. But yeah, so senior year, like.
It was 2 seniors. In my eyes, I really felt like it was like there was how I felt senior year and how things actually went.
But you went
senior year, you know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
And I'm not gonna elaborate on it right now.
Right.
I'm gonna let you elaborate on that. If you agree on, do you agree on that?
Good keep explaining.
Yeah, but say you want it. Yeah.
For example, I'm gonna talk about. Actually, I don't want to jump into the middle of the season. We haven't even started.
I would say we can start at the beginning because, like I said, this is where the conversation starts to shift a little bit because now we bring in the school brings in our new head coach. You know, he understands the assignment as far as like the goals to win the championship, and that's what all these conversations.
He set the standard off rip. Yeah. Look, we wanted to chip, and he set the standard.
It's tough, like I said, going through 3 years with one guy. Any situation. If you go through years with one thing and then.
Change it to one year.
Change it for 1 year.
And then we're us being seniors. It's not like, okay, this doesn't work out. I'm gonna just go here, go. Like we were freshmen again without the 3 years of eligibility. So it's like it either worked or it's not gonna work. Individually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for real.
Individually, because again, team and individual, two different things. So and like I said, a lot of the team success was going this way. But me, my personal feeling,
everybody's personal,
going this way. So it's like, but you gotta check yourself though, because you can't be the guy on a team with a 9-game win streak and you're mad because you didn't play. They just won 9 games in a row. What the fuck are you mad about though? Honestly.
And that's the thing, right? That's jumping into like the middle of ATC. It is so tough, but like it's so tough, right? Like how X is saying, because like everybody knew the expectation, everybody knew the assignment, everybody knew what we had to do and what. We had at least the idea of how we was gonna get there.
It didn't go the way.
It didn't go that way necessarily. Like it's just
life, though.
It's just life, and it is nothing. It's nothing against nobody in the situation, but it's just like it was a shock. Yeah. It was a real shock because like build up until October 15th. That's the college basketball start date.
We all had all conference expectations individually.
Everybody.
You did.
No, I'm sorry. Me and you had all conference expectations individually.
Yeah.
He had player of the conference.
Yeah, player of the
expectations.
conference. Yeah, for sure.
You did.
For sure.
What you said.
Yeah,
You
'cause
the
I-
15, you gotta.
You're right. That's when.
That's how I believe you can do that.
That's when we said. Yeah.
We have all conference. You know what I'm saying?
You was talking about being top 10. Like that was the conversation me and X was literally having, bro. Being
And
top
then,
10.
Then going to how the year actually went for individually, but that's middle of the year. So we can start from the beginning of the year.
Yeah,
Well, we can start for the preparation, the off season. So we're on campus, but the off season.
Yeah.
How do y'all feel that one?
On campus.
On campus, so we're in school, we're in classes.
Oh,
But the off
that
before,
off season.
Before the 15th.
Before the 15th. I mean, like 18.
As a team and individually.
As a team, I was like AT said, I was confident with our group. Like I knew that, like, all right, all we needed to do was just gel, and we would have been okay. Like we had the point guard, we had the slashers, we had all our pieces. Raph was looking like like Steph Curry out that month. Like
Raph too, man.
Shout out Raph, man. So like I'm like, yeah, we good. All we just need to do is just gel. So I was confident in the team. Before the season, it's also like, all right, myself, like, all right, like I understand. I'm not big on like starting none of that, but it's like I know that I can produce. So it's like, all right,
knocking on people.
Hey,
crossing people.
Chill.
Cause I will. I the shoes.
All right.
Chill.
The shoes.
It's no video footage. So
but you felt good individually.
Yeah, I was feeling good, especially with like you said that, like, cause I think it was the last open gym, like the last
like
real
one. Yeah, the one. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like
towards the end.
Yeah, so it was like for me, like you said, to have like a OC play like that, I ain't gonna lie, like cross 20 legs, go boom one. I bet.
You felt good.
I felt great. Like I felt great.
That going in
individually, yeah.
Oh, going in the season, I felt like I was gonna kill everybody.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I felt.
Yeah, you felt about how you felt about the team.
The team, I felt we was gonna kill as well. I mean, granted, what did I say? I said, what was my prediction for the season?
I remember that meeting we had.
It was. I was like, we should lose.
Oh,
this many games.
You said like
we
it was
had
like
different,
3, 4.
I thought we was gonna be OC, and remember you was like,
I was like, nah, because I know our expectations are never gonna be what actually happens.
Yeah.
It's always gonna be like we're gonna be at 20 games. To be honest, we're gonna go 18-2.
That's what I was thinking.
Right.
Nah,
Yeah.
we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose two to three games that we know we should win.
AT's.
Then we're gonna drop 1 or 2 games.
Yeah. AT's like the realism.
That's up to 2, and then we're definitely, and then we weren't unbeatable. I knew there was teams on that roster. I mean, on that schedule that we were not beating.
That's where I disagree with.
I knew we weren't gonna beat Hood.
I don't think there was a roster better than that.
Yeah, I don't. That's where
1
I feel.
through 12, 15. I don't think there was a roster.
That's the thing. It's more than just roster.
You
Hood
with that
Hood was a better
team
than us.
Program like
Better team and program. But
Yeah.
if you go one by one,
we were better
you
than
wouldn't say that.
everything.
You wouldn't say
We were better
that.
than everything.
But as a team, hell yeah. They were better
See,
than
but like I'm with X. I'm kind of with X on this though, right? Because it's like, because AT. This is like literally how our conversation and how it used to go. Like AT is always like I'm gonna be as objective as I can, but
He's always a realist.
I'm gonna be as
The
real as
realist.
I possibly
I
can.
hate
But like when it comes,
Yeah.
because like when it comes to me with basketball competing, it's just like, all right, you gonna have to really like show me that. Like I'm gonna wait.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna wait that I get hit in the mouth.
25 and 0. That's what I'm saying. We go
Yeah.
25 and 0.
Yeah, like that's
We
how
better than us.
that's how I carry it. So it's like step into the first of all, first scrimmage we lost to
A bad team.
a bad team
No
because
All disrespect. I don't care. We lost to a bad team. All disrespect. We
lost
lost to
to
a
a
bad team.
bad team, but then we go to the next scrimmage.
But
And
mind you, us being seniors though, me personally, I didn't give a damn about this.
no, scrimmages don't matter. Yeah,
Like we lost, I was.
yeah,
All right, what we doing tomorrow? Like, I didn't give a damn. I didn't because I know what's going to happen.
yeah.
That's why I didn't care about the out of conference game.
Yeah.
I knew what was going to happen.
But like,
How'd you feel?
I was uncertain.
I didn't feel good.
Yeah, I was uncertain. Like
Individual.
yeah, individually now. So like I was uncertain.
Me too.
I was very uncertain. Like it's just because like it's a new coach. I don't know how he's gonna coach me. I don't know how what it's gonna look like because we're used to going to play and stuff like that. So like
Yeah. And naturally, as an athlete,
Yeah.
like, you're in practice, you're seeing how you do rotations. You're trying to like
Exactly.
in your mind, you're trying to see, okay, where am I?
Mhm.
But this is one time where I literally did not. know.
They not know. Yeah,
Because like
exactly.
with Zoe, I knew, okay, I'm over here. Who am I? I'm on the bench. Yeah, I can say. This over here. I
Don't do
knew
nothing. I got
I
you.
was a 6 man. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
okay. Now I was like, bro, I don't know if I'm starting
on the bench,
not playing, or I don't know.
All right, so sorry about the technical difficulties, y'all. We got everything squared away now. But back to game one, we were just talking about off camera, like how, that was kind of like that waking moment for us that was like, okay, this is about to be really different to anything that we've experienced before as far as like rotation, how the coaching style is, you know what I'm saying? Just how he responds, how players are performing, and how they're responding to his coaching. Yeah. So it's like, that's when we figured out then, like, damn, all right, this is
going to be a year.
Yeah, going to be a year.
Roller coaster.
It was definitely a roller coaster. We talking about like the morale, like each game just went down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think, we individually
start off 0-3.
Yeah. So that's generally gonna happen. Like, our team might feel a little, all right, 0-3 right now. But it was never shied away from, like, all right, we winning the conference. That's what really matters. We're gonna win the conference. But, you know, now we talking about, you know, as we're just going through it, like, we're just going through the season. Every day is like something. It's just, it became something that was redundant. It was just like, all right, we know what to expect.
Let's get this over with.
You know what I'm saying? You know what to expect. Let's get it over with. All right. Next day. Same thing.
Next practice.
Yep.
Next day.
And it was
games. All right.
Like, talk about like, you know, remember SpongeBob? That episode of SpongeBob. This is like the perfect example of it. Like, he like Spielberg like all happy and it's like, and then it's like, as he's going, it's just like,
that's how it was.
That's literally how it was.
This the first time.
Gonna keep walking out like this then. It's fine.
This the first time, like, for me, basketball felt like a job, like something I had to do. Like when I go to work, it's like, can't wait to clock up. Oh, I got work tomorrow. Shit, I got work tomorrow.
Got work tomorrow.
Shit, we got practice tomorrow. Oh, I can't wait to practice over.
In the midst of COVID too, so it's like, all right, we got practice, and some guys got tests. All right, now some guys on that practice. Now it's even more opportunity for some people. It's supposedly it's more opportunity, but.
We lost the game. We lost East Middle Night. The game. Like,
we didn't lose. Yeah, we literally didn't play a game because of that. And it's so it's like, but at the same time, we're kind of like, do we even want that? Because a game got added to our schedule. Let's talk about that real quick.
The day before.
Let's talk about that real quick. A game got added to our schedule like last minute after a big win for us that we had that week,
got a conference win.
And we would have had a couple days, you know what I'm saying, rest,
prepare for conference. Tuesday.
The game was Sunday. The game was Sunday. He added the game Tuesday.
So it was Wednesday, Sunday.
The game was Sunday. He added that game for Tuesday that week.
I'm talking about the games before.
Oh
yeah.
We had a few. We had
like 2-3 before.
So like we finally had that. I bet. Game. It was like, and like.
The game we lost.
After that game we lost, that's when we had that. Remember that
team player meeting,
like the team,
player meeting,
and then someone said, "Oh, we need to run more," and all that. And that's when he brought up something else. It's like that's like
that was
right.
We're feeling good about being Bridgewater to
right.
Coach, we can do this more. Then he's as a human, he's like, hold on, like what y'all talking about, like
right.
And then like we didn't need that at the time.
That was a turning point in the season because after that it was
like, we figured it out. Like this is. Whatever I said, you caught me.
Because he said something that night. He said something about get your running shoes or something like. So like he said something like to that effect, like, and it's like, oh, here you go. Then we didn't run.
He didn't run.
No.
That's not that.
Since he brought it up,
he didn't run.
Since we there, he
didn't run.
We ran.
We'll talk about accountability or no? We'll talk about accountability for real.
No.
Players court. What was it called?
We ain't gonna go that far.
So
he trying to drag.
At that point, we was just like, bruh. So it was just a constant thing. So then we come back from, because when did we hit our? Because we hit the streak second half.
That was in like January, approaching my birthday.
So we closed out the first half of the season. It is what it was. We was just
like the what was the last game for break?
Immaculate. That game was disgusting. That game was terrible. We won, but that game was disgusting.
Actually, that was.
And that's funny, right? That's the moral of what we're gonna get into. But we won.
Yes,
that's like the crazy thing.
We're gonna get to that later.
We won, but we won.
We come back from winter break. I don't know what y'all, but boy, I did not want to come back.
That was like the first time I kind of felt like, all right.
I was like, bro, I cannot do this. There's no way I'm gonna be able to do this for 3 more months. Let's get into it now, like, because we are there. You know, X was talking about mental health and all these things, right? This was literally that point in the season where like everybody on the team was like feeling some kind of way.
even though we were projected to win, do all these things, great things. Emotionally, like I talked about Dirt to Diamonds, like we were all like in some dirt, like real life dirt, bro. Like I'm at a point where I was like, I mentioned it, like I was ready to quit this shit. As much as I love this, I was ready to quit it, bro. Like, cause it's like, as much as I've been putting into it, I'm not feeling anything back. I'm not feeling it back. Like I'm getting something because we're winning and we keep doing these things. Like, but it's like the reciprocation isn't there. Mm-hmm. It's like, but it was there before. As for what we were talking about, like, yo, like, all right, at least if I'm in practice and I understand where I am, then I know how to feel. I can live with that feeling. Mm-hmm. But it's like I exercise. Sometimes I don't even know where I'm at, or it's like I don't have the opportunity to show you where I should be at type of stuff. Like it's like that's why I'm like at that point in the season, like coming up, that Immaculata game before that, whatever game it was, I literally did not play like 0 minutes. I was like, that's what hit me. I was like, and it was the worst team on our schedule. It was the worst team on our schedule. Yeah, Penn College.
They good team. They good college. They good.
Man, whatever. Yeah, whatever.
Whatever.
Bro, what?
Some check ball games.
Yeah, I checked. Yeah, but either way, like the worst team on our schedule, bro. And I played 0 minutes. Yeah, damn.
They was down there.
Either way though, either way though, it's like
some good plays, some good sets.
Yeah, and like playing time isn't everything.
Oh, you wild.
Here we go.
You right,
playing time isn't everything, and that's I'm not one that's huge on playing time because I want to win, and we won that game, so it's like I'm not as upset, but it's also just like
we won.
Yeah, like I'm not as upset because obviously I'm happy for my teammates, I'm happy for my guys, but it's also just like, damn, like, like, you know, it's those moments where it's like I'm questioning myself as a basketball player. It's like, yo, I couldn't like,
I feel like I suck.
Yeah, like I couldn't get in the game against the worst team on our schedule.
I feel like I suck. I think the other game, I go like,
what? I was like
an hour long talking to
bro, like,
what are you doing?
Yeah, for real, bro. Like I was.
Another thing.
Go ahead.
I don't know. Okay, well. I don't know about y'all, but the outside of like the opinions and
everybody's like y'all.
That's what made me more upset though, because I heard so many. You know what I'm saying? I heard, man, I did do this. Like I'm telling somebody, man, this is gonna happen. Yeah. I did this. I did told coach this. I did this. It's like you wouldn't have. Like you don't know what. Like you. Right, I hate people like they just on the outside of me like, man, you should do this. You should like they don't really know what the hell we went through on a daily basis for them to tell me what I should do. And that nobody understood but us. Like nobody understood what we should do but us.
And it was like, and those some of those talks like after games, after practices in the house, like we are all down. It's just like, yo, like
sit in the living room,
just
that's all
you know what I'm saying? Like
anxiety, bro. The anxiety. I know we talked about it before, but the anxiety I had before games was. Oh. I don't even have anxiety. Like I'm not even a person who gets anxious over things. I had anxiety. I'm talking about shaking before games. Like sitting in my room, like we had I physically remember before the Bridgewater game, flipping through Netflix trying to find something to calm me down because I just could not calm down.
So when did you feel good?
Then I feel not as, to be honest.
Like when did you feel like
this ain't nothing?
Yeah, like when did you feel happy?
What you talking about, life or like
no, like as far as regarding the season, like when did you feel happy this year? At what point? Not practices, I'm not guessing. Not games.
Stockton.
He's one. They don't know what
that mean.
But I do feel like Stockton, we did have a good time. Well, that's a great time. That's a good time. But did you? The real question is like when we were outside of a basketball setting, but with the team, I did feel good.
I know. I love the team. I love the team. Bus rides. Yeah, we was the funny team. That's one thing. That's one thing that did keep me like, you know what I'm saying?
Enjoying your
like
teammates.
enjoying my brothers, the people I've gone through it with.
It was never a dull day.
Yeah,
bro.
Like it's like it was like we were like an episode of The Office like every day, like
every day. It was something different every day.
Episode of The Office every day, so it was like
that's what made it like
manageable.
Yeah,
it made it manageable. So like, cause you were about to ask me like when did I ever feel like happy, bro? I stopped feeling happy during the season, bro. Like no cap.
Yeah,
like I did not. There was no. Especially after that winter break season, like my opportunity came more because you know obviously COVID and guys I had to step up, but it was like
and you play well.
I will say this.
We all about giving flowers. You play well.
Yeah.
Agree.
For sure.
You play great.
I appreciate it.
I'm trying to get everybody.
Well, I will say it did get outside with Stockton, of course. Championship before.
Okay. I'm
not much. But it was easier to bear when it came to conference play.
Yeah.
Because it was more like, all right, now fuck what everybody else is saying.
Yeah.
Fuck what the coach is saying. Fuck what my parents are saying.
Yeah.
Really, in my mind, fuck what my teammates are saying right now. It's all right. You know what you and the guys in the house have worked for. Y'all know what y'all need to do. At that point, we came back from winter break, lock in. Because January is crunch time. January is crunch time. How you do in the next 4 weeks is going to determine what you do for the rest of the season.
And that's January's tough too.
When that hit, we was like,
we know we have some good January.
And it was easier for personally me to deal with that because it was like that.
Yeah.
Now everything I'm thinking of, everything we work towards, everything I work towards, it's within the next 2 months.
Right.
So I started counting down. I know y'all remember. 60 days.
March 1st.
59 days. 58 days.
Oh boy, is counting down.
57 days.
Oh boy, he was
56.
done playing basketball though. Like think about that. No, think about that. You were done. You were counting down to the days that you were done playing basketball, winning. Though.
Like, you want to talk about the winning streak?
Like I'm saying, that's the point though. Like, you're counting down your days of.
What's the last time you was happy, brother?
How long we got? But no, for real, like I don't know if y'all even noticed, like I stopped shooting, like getting
you
shots. Right. So like imagine how bad I have to feel about this basketball stuff. I'm not even doing what I did for 3 years.
And for people who
y'all don't know. Yeah, trust me, man.
I work very hard. And during the season, college, whatever, I would only say there's probably one person that put in more work than me basketball wise. And it was this man. Right. So when I didn't see this man in the gym anymore, not after the season, I'm talking about crunch time.
During the season,
it was January.
And I would explain my mental, like literally, bro. I would go to, and mind you, I had a lot of time. I had class at what time was I like 10?
Yeah.
So we practice like 4. Mm-hmm. So from 11 to 4, I can get shots up. I was asleep, bro. I was going to sleep because I was wanting the day to
watching
be
Friends.
over. Watching Friends. I just wanted the day to be over. I didn't want to touch a basketball. I didn't want to see a basketball unless I had to. Like that's imagine again, work hard. I don't want to do it no more.
You go from that to
like now. I don't even
think about basketball as far as playing. Like I feel you though on that.
That's one thing we gotta talk about one day. Another future conversation is we gotta talk about how these coaches and just not just college,
everything around
high school.
They
need to know how sometimes they can make their players feel and how that affects them.
Yeah, that's huge. That's huge.
Because that goes deeper than just
because
losing right now.
That's deeper because a lot, especially when we're younger, like these figures that we look up to. So it's like if I'm looking up to you, but you carrying me a certain way or carrying whoever this player a certain way, it's like you just like that's all this player knows, like, or this is what they want to do, and like you're not guiding them, you're not putting them in the right setting or not atmosphere, whatever it is to help them be successful in what they want to accomplish.
And it affects them
because that, and I'm saying because we can not today, like you said, but it's always personal agendas that people want to accomplish. So that people's personal agendas also can what's the word, overlap the individual, like the people that's actually going through it. Yeah. Like my agenda is more important than your grind. That's basically what XC's kind of work, like kind of figuring out right now as far as saying. But and that sucks though, because I don't want to go there. But
I want to make some.
I don't want to go there, but yeah.
I don't want anyone to take it as us like kind of bashing someone, certain someone, or like you're not talking down to someone.
It's not bashing or
it looks like experience,
right? But it's the experience.
But also like again. We won the championship.
Well, we keep it in the buck. This is how the season went. We're talking about how we felt during the season. This is we're not attacking no one. It's not at anyone. This is
you know how people take things.
This is how we went. This is how we felt during the season and stuff we went through.
Yeah. And mind you, this is what month are we in?
September. This is
month. So this is not emotional.
Yeah.
This is set up for months.
Yeah.
I've looked back on the season a million times since then. Like this is
for sure
a mature. I feel like a mature answer. Like,
easy to talk about it because if you ask personally, not me, but if you ask one of them about how they felt about the season, the season ended in March. Say you asked them in June. you would have a way different answer.
Yeah, for sure.
March. It's been a fucking amazing answer. But so where we at now?
After,
I mean,
9 streak.
I say we had that 9 streak.
Could have 10.
Could have 10, but
Someone, you got his suit.
Yeah, the suit. See, that's the
sorry.
that comes up as a shot.
That's not a shot. That was just all jokes.
That's a joke.
That's all jokes. That's all jokes.
But no, we could have. They outplayed us.
They outplayed us, but they also outcoached us that game as well.
They're the team. I respect them.
No,
yeah.
not even
Program.
I just feel like we didn't perform. Like our best players, our best scorers didn't shoot well.
And I also feel like,
do you think we were burned out? Because like we was on a 9-game win streak. 10 would have been 10.
Those 9 games
were in compact.
In like 2 to 3 weeks.
2 weeks. No, it was really 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Because it was like game practice for like a week.
Every 2 to 3 days.
It was like game practice. I was like, damn. Like we was like, yo, like this is about to be crazy. So that's a physical like aspect on top of now our mental like disparity, because it's like, yo, my body hurts.
And that court was huge.
Like my body hurts from all these games.
Yeah, I played bad. We didn't have it.
My body hurts, but it's also like.
It's just some people.
We say on top of it. We say on it. My body hurts, but it's also my mental is also like it's been drained. So it's like,
and also
it's all over. It's all over now.
For me personally, by that time of the season, I didn't give a damn no more. Mind you, 9-game win streak.
We losing.
I didn't give a
damn. Losing during that 9-game win streak.
He said it was losing.
I can say it now. When he yelling at the end of the game, yelling at us.
Halftime now, really halftime. It was halftime.
My nail dirty.
What we eating after this? That's what I'm worried about. What we eating? I don't care no more.
Like you said,
I stopped caring, bro.
And that like we knew to expect like halftime. Like, all right,
bro, we could be up. I swear to God, if you had a camera and recorded our halftime speeches, you wouldn't know if we up 20, down 20.
You would never know.
Tied, if we just turned the ball over 10, you wouldn't know nothing.
You wouldn't know.
We could be up 20, he still can come through a fucking water bottle at us and see.
Yeah.
And we're going to just leave us.
Yeah.
And
Everybody.
Which we deserve. We deserve that. That game?
We definitely
deserve it.
Yeah, he blew me that game.
We deserve them.
He did. But he did, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just like, all right, y'all ready? Everybody in the locker room, like, y'all ready? Y'all good?
All right.
Let's go.
Good. So it was like.
And I took, and kind of, I don't know if we did it on purpose, but him being the way he coached.
No, that helped us.
Yeah, it made us strong.
He made us like.
That helped us.
For lack of a better term, fuck what he talking about. We got us.
We needed that.
Yeah. So
we absolutely needed that.
I guess he took a bullet on purpose. Like he made us hate him so we could love each other.
I mean, you can say that.
I guess you can say that, yeah.
He might be good. He might be good.
Might be good at that one. So, you know, 9
After that 9,
games,
at that point we lost.
Did y'all want to win that 10? Did y'all care?
I didn't.
I wanted 10.
I wanted 10 for the that and for the regional ranking that we was like.
We needed that.
So y'all cared about the regional ranking?
I did. See,
yes.
It was like I heard. I remember what I told Leaf. I told Leaf like, man, the more you care, the more you gonna hurt.
Oh, no.
I was like, no, for real though.
He said it on the bench, on the bench. Me too.
Yeah.
On the bench, He just said it like he said it so normal, nonchalant. He's like, but the more you care, the more you hurt. I'm like, no, he right. The more you care about this shit, the more you hurt, bro. You gotta just say fuck it.
But it also couldn't go into either way, because like if you do care, like there's certain things, certain accomplishments that you want, like if you don't get it, it's gonna hurt. Like, so it could be a healthy thing too. So I don't want to say that to like obviously in the setting when I said it, like it's like, yo, like
crazy.
It did sound crazy. It's like
the more you care, the more you hurt.
Yeah, but it could.
I not leave too, man.
Shout out to Leaf, man, but little bro. But it goes. It's one of those things that you can kind of apply it into like both like positive and negative. So it's like the more you care, like the more we cared about trying to get this, you know, that whatever it was top 10 I think in the region or whatever like that.
Y'all care. That's what you specific.
Yeah. That's what I said. That's what. Yeah.
I didn't care about. That.
We know.
I care about CSAT rankings and that's it.
Yeah, because just to have that potential, like, oh wow, we could have been the top. Yeah, we could have done it. Like, this is one of those things, like, oh wow, we could have did that. But you know, to have that.
Who was out to make that game? Who was the game?
At that point,
it's conference play.
It was Chambers.
Yeah, it's just
Nah.
It's either Brennan or Clark.
It was conference.
Either Brennan or Clark, because it was a long drive.
It was
so.
conference.
Yeah.
But
yeah, so going to the conference, like we going into the conference and we doing our thing.
We should have swept the conference.
We should have swept the conference, but we lost to EMU and to Rosemont.
The same game.
That's EMU. Say
Let's talk about that, fellas. How we lose?
The worst play call at the end of the game.
Well, why are we down? I didn't play. I can't.
Well, from what I remember, we were trying to go with the 21 look that we just put in practice that week.
Oh yeah, nah, that.
And it was
they weren't good as us.
Nah, they did that, but
I don't know. They went zone on us and we killed it. Especially I did when I came in the game. Shout out to me. I can't. I'll take that.
Flowers.
So that game, first half, we went in with the game plan, and either we weren't running it right or it just didn't work. Either way, it just didn't work.
What was the biggest deficit?
Like 14.
Yeah, we were down by a lot. Mm-hmm. And then second half, we was like, all right, we want to do something else. So we changed the game plan.
Came back easily.
And then we still lost.
Still lost.
We lost really on 2-3 plays before the last play, but that last play
it shouldn't have been
that close. So I don't even want to talk about the last play. But after that game, that was like the loss where it was like, all right, yeah, we gotta, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We gotta stop BSing from here on out. And then that L kind of propelled us all the way
and it was
to playoffs.
And actually, that's the loss that I was okay with. I was like, I remember at the time, because I was like, man, we needed to lose. I ain't gonna lie.
We even Rose when we lost.
That was the Rose was the second. But I was like, I felt like we needed to lose though because we were winning so much. It was like, I was like, nah, this ain't right.
Would have lost the playoffs if
exactly. So it was like,
we needed to lose.
I said we need
humble.
Just to be humble, right? Like how you said.
Yeah.
So like going all the way after that L,
that'd have been even more pressure for us. Like you know what I'm saying?
That would have hurt.
That would have hurt 10 times more than what it already did. Like what it already does right now. But it's just like we lose that. If say man we sweep the conference, but we lose that first playoff game. All that shit's for nothing. You feel me? Like it's like just imagine that. Yeah.
Okay, so I have a question for both of y'all. So we all experienced the playoff, of course, with us, but we all had different experiences throughout. So Xavier, how did you feel going into the playoffs?
I felt the exact opposite. We know how I stopped caring.
Yeah.
During season.
We after that,
playoffs though, I was locked in. I ain't gonna lie. Like the playoff game today, that was the longest a day ever for me. Like class was going long. Like the line of Chick-fil-A was small for some reason. Everything was crazy that day, bro. And that's you talking about me when you was shaking. I mean nervous, excited. That's the most nervous I felt before a game ever in my life. Wow. Because you gotta win that game. At least that one.
You can lose in a championship.
Yeah.
You can't lose in the first round 3 years in a row.
You can't dominate the conference then lose to a team you already beat twice at home.
Right.
You can't. So that's the most part. I even told Nate, shout out Rook. I was like, bro, I'm fucking nervous for this game, bro. Like the tip off couldn't come quick enough.
I feel what you're saying. So I can go into my like experience for that same game.
You,
man. Like for me, it's kind of like how he said.
Before we go, what made me feel comfortable though is when I walked in the gym. And I don't know if you was in it, but you was definitely in there. Y'all was cranking. Might have been Gunna.
We was cranking in that.
When I see y'all, and I was like, it felt me feel a little better. I got it.
Yeah. So for me, it was like kind of similar. Like, what day was that game? I don't know.
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
It was
Wednesday. So that's
Saturday. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So that's one of those lighter days for me during the week at the time. It was like, all right, like how you said, like the day was like. I was waiting for the time. Like I just knew in my mind I'm waiting for 6:30, whatever time the game started, 7 o'clock. I'm just waiting.
Whatever.
Yeah, I was like, man, it couldn't go no faster. So I'm like, I was just like, for me, for big games, it's like I just wanted to start so it can be over with. Yes. Like as far as like I can get rid of that anticipation, all that feeling. Cause like
that's the worst part.
It's the worst. It's the worst part, bro. Bro, like I'm talking about. So like before you saw us cranking in there, I'm in there like, all right. I'm looking at the time clock.
Everything just felt long.
Everything was just prolonged for no reason that day, and it was just like, all right. But then when the game came and hit, obviously, like we were talking about like our roles and stuff. Like I wasn't necessarily too worried about that, but like obviously when another huge piece. Shout out to these guys for giving me my flowers for. Like you got to be a star in your role, and especially when your time comes, you got to be undeniable in it.
Literally.
Are you talking about you playing great in the playoffs?
Yeah, I'll chill. I ain't gonna
forget about that.
Yeah. But like I mean, it was. And people get confused sometimes like, with numbers and stuff. Like, with numbers do matter, but like I had 6 points that game. But those 6 points came in like, like we down. Yeah, we was down like 4 points. Woo!
Shout out 2K.
Shout out 2K, man.
I was about to call
2K.
See, call him. See if he answers.
2K.
See if he answers.
But I gotta go something real quick. Because remember I told you I stopped shooting, right?
Yeah.
And then that's how me and Nate kind of like got close. Like towards the end of the season, I started shooting again and started. Yeah. And then I'm glad I did because when he threw me in the game, hit some shots.
Hey.
That's why you don't ever cheat the process. Yep. Don't ever let the result affect the process. But good.
And that's back to my point about being undeniable. When your time comes to present itself, like keep putting the work and you gotta trust it. As much as we had a reason not to trust it though, like as much as we had a reason not to trust it, you have to trust it. You have to trust the process and understand that like it's gonna give back at the right time and it's a huge moment.
That game,
boy, what hit a big 3 in the corner.
Hey man, I don't know.
Oh no, that was
I don't know about nothing. Man.
You know what I'm saying?
This, man. Be ready, man. Be ready. So
be ready. So you don't gotta stay ready.
But you gotta, bro. That game, what? We should have lost. We should have lost.
Oof.
We did deserve to win that game.
I say because
Pete,
shout out Pete real quick. Shout out Pete. Pete was definitely hooping that game.
Shout out Keystone.
That was a championship.
Yeah, that was a championship game for sure.
And I just watched it though. We didn't play that bad. We didn't do nothing bad.
They just
played great.
Very well.
They played great.
They just played very well. Like you guys shout them.
And they gave us that. And that's those type of games that you look forward to. You can talk you do want to talk about that game. We're gonna talk about that game forever, especially because Tone was real close with you. Shout out Tone. Like. Those are one of them times like 2022 like that semifinal game like that's
Daryl
with Ray Allen in the corner, man, like
rebound.
Chris Bosh over there like no
Jay Miles breaking it was a good break, boy.
Hey,
that's a great miss Jordan.
Fantastic miss Jordan.
Listen, but I ain't like when Daryl hit that shot though. Yeah. I didn't even say we won the game. I said we won the championship.
I knew it. I was like, bro, you can't give us this and not give us a chip. Yeah. Because if we was going to lose a chip, you would have had us lose right now.
Which goes to the current game, the championship game.
Ooh, yes,
so you know how I felt super nervous for the playoff game? I was I was kind of like,
let's get it.
What we doing?
Yeah, what are we doing after the game?
We want to win this one.
That was the vibes.
Do you know how many free throws? One, because in the Keystone game, personally, I didn't shoot well free throw line. I had a great game, but I didn't shoot well from free throw line.
Yeah, that's
so going into the championship, I was like, bro, I just know it's gonna come to the point where I'm gonna have to perform at the line, bro. Again, shout out to Nate. Nate, it was
Rook
at the one side, everybody else on the other side. I kid you not, he literally sat there and rebounded for like 100 free throws. Did not touch the ball.
Nate a real one, bro.
That same day in the playoffs, the championship game, Rook literally got, and then like not to put nobody down, but Rook literally got the guys who know they're not gonna play that game, and said, "Bro, we got to rebound for the guys that's for sure gonna play." Like he made I didn't rebound. We were all shooting. Like Rook's special, man. I ain't gonna lie.
No, shout out Rook. Rook is a real one because he's somebody that definitely went through some stuff.
And you free throws, and then to come down to the game where I literally had to hit those free throws to win the game,
bro.
I will never forget that. I will never forget
that game, bro.
Bro,
when you came at me that dive and the Deuce got the layup, that was when I knew these. No, I ain't gonna lie. When you saw me at Chipotle,
I knew it was GG's when I saw him at Chipotle.
The night before, when he saw me at Chipotle and he told me, I was like, yeah, these. They
took a bus
to come the day early.
Right.
Just to lose.
They don't ever come early. Right. They took a bus to come the night before just to prepare, just so they could go back in that hotel. Hell no. You can sleep that hell off in that hotel.
They couldn't cut our nets, bro.
No, hell no.
That's so wild, yeah.
And Marseille gonna make us sit and watch. Yeah.
I was gone.
I was in the locker room, but
that championship game, I don't know. Explain the feeling, because I know how I felt when that buzzer went off.
Hold on, before that. Explain the feeling walking out to the warm-ups when they all cheering.
Oh, that was different.
Come on, bro. Standing room only.
Oh my God.
That was different.
We see TJ, we see Willie, we see Kyle.
Yeah, like see all the.
Kyle. I didn't even notice Kyle.
Shout out Kyle. Shout out
Zola. Bro,
yo, like
that's what I do. Like,
but
that's
yeah,
so like it really came full circle.
That's what I was gonna say. So like for us, like so going for that Keystone game being our actual kind of championship game, as far as the feel of it. Like the Karen game was just like, all right, this is what's going to round it out. This is going to round it out. You got the ones that started with us in the crowd. You know what I'm saying? We playing in front of them. We doing this in front of them. It was like that's what also the reason why it made me feel great. Even though the more was like the shift in how we felt. That moment or that overall experience was great because like we put on we sealed the deal for real And the only team in that school's history to really have that, and that's
first. We legends, bro. I'm not even gonna lie.
So it's like,
you know, I try to be humble sometimes, but we legends, bro. I don't care.
So it's like there's
legends.
Hey, if you're the first to do anything,
you are a legend, bro.
And that's more Dirk than Diamonds. Like we just sat here talking to y'all like how we was feeling emotionally, mentally, and all this stuff. Like going through real dirt to like I mean.
We ain't got no real
not literally, but like you know what I'm saying. But we got a ring though. We got the shit.
So it begs the question: was it worth it?
The question.
That is the question. Yeah.
They know what the question, right?
No.
They know.
The question that for this episode today was,
title of this episode.
Yeah, title of it was winning worth it.
Is winning worth it?
Is winning worth it? And it's like, yeah, like
I'm pretty sure we all have different answers.
Yeah, and it's a cliche question that you might expect a cliche answer, but we're coming from a different angle. So I'll answer it first.
You wanna go first?
Yeah, I'll answer it first. So was winning worth it?
You go last.
Winning was definitely worth it because
you said it was worth it.
it was worth it. As far as like I think about holistically, just like not basketball but life. I mentioned it in my solo. I was like, it gave me going through that dirt allowed me to be able to like, kind of do what we're doing right now, be able to talk about it and speak on it because there's gonna be certain groups of people, guys that like how we're generally good people when we work hard, whatever, and that's why we got this championship, even though we went through individually like probably the hardest year of basketball in our lives. So that's why I say it's worth it because it's like to go through that and to get what we want, even though we don't feel great about it. It's like now you have this in your, you have something to kind of pass on and kind of say like you literally know how hard it is. I know how hard it is, bro, to win something, a championship. I know how hard it is to win that. You don't win it in a year. We just said it. You win it in 3, 4, 5. Like
it takes 4 years on the championship.
yeah, I can. Yeah, like
it took us 4.
That's why I feel like it's worth it, and especially for how we started off in that process, like from being some wild ass freshmen to being more mature as time went on and understanding basketball. Like that was like it sucks like as far as like the plan and how like we felt about it, but at the same time it's like this is what you do it for at the end of the day. I feel like for me, so that's my answer with it.
You wanna go?
Yeah, you the MVP. You can go last. And you're the GOAT.
Alright, continue.
Before we get to that, you MVP. How did that feel?
MVP?
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I don't even think I played that well. I think I got the MVP.
Okay.
No. I wasn't done.
I hate the fake humble.
I didn't think about it. The semis at 23-9. That was a great game. Yes, that was a very good game. 23-9. But the championship, what it was 14, 8, 5 and 3. That is a cool game.
There's stuff in the state.
You hear that?
Antonio had 20 something. He had 28. What do you have? He had 28. He had a double. He had like 20-point double.
Put like this. AB would have been well deserving of an MVP. But like Ant just said, this is full circle. This is holistically. You were the MVP because you're the GOAT of basketball.
Okay, I felt
you're the GOAT.
Yeah, no, that's your GOAT.
I didn't feel like it was real.
But that's
like the Kobe Bryant.
Stop it. I didn't feel like I didn't feel it.
Right.
And I was like, damn. Not only did I win, I just want MVP.
You did.
I just want MVP. You know what I'm saying?
Him and D Turner.
I just wanted. Answer the question.
Him dunking.
Was it worth it? Was it worth it?
Actually, you have a story. Your story. Think about your entire story.
That's why it was 1,000% worth it. It was.
There you go. That's all I wanted to hear from Xavier.
I wouldn't change nothing. And even though I had like individually we didn't do what we wanted to, I could speak for y'all.
Yeah.
We didn't do what we wanted to individually. I wouldn't change nothing because one, like I said, the greatest group of guys we had.
I love the scene.
Two, we legends. I'm gonna say it again. Like we legendary. Like we're gonna remember forever. It was they the first team to win the championship.
Right.
We gotta remember forever.
Yeah.
We the first team playing in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
We remember forever.
Yeah.
I don't care who. Like you can't. I don't care what you say. We are the first team.
Y'all can go undefeated after us.
We are the best.
After us.
And we the best team was called history. I don't give a damn what y'all do this year. I love y'all, but y'all don't care. Third is like you like. It told me like life lessons. Like you're not in job and get a job. You're not gonna love your boss. So
You're not.
But you had to do your job.
Yep.
When he threw us in the playoff game, we could have pouted like, nah, you want to throw me?
Nah, you could have thrown me, but nah.
You could have me all. Nah, what we do? Show up.
Showed up.
Woo.
Yeah. Because it's because we needed it. And like you said, we needed it.
So yeah, it was worth it. I told Mark this in the cause he's not an idiot. He knows how he's not stupid, He knows how we feel. In our player meeting, which you deserve, we can talk about that. In our player meeting, he kind of like talked to me about, he could have did things better, blah blah blah. And I'm telling him like, you should have no regrets about this season. Like, we made history. Fuck what my stats look like. Fuck mine. We made history. Fuck it. We champions. Literally. Forever. We the champs. We're not the champs no more. Go ahead, AT. And I'm betting on my team this year. I'm betting my money on it. Go ahead.
Was it worth it?
Was it worth it?
Was the money worth it?
I don't think it's a question. Because I mean,
easily.
I don't think it's a question. For this year?
Yeah, for this year only. I would go right to you.
If that change means we wouldn't win?
Yeah.
Nah.
We talked about happy, winning, happy. I don't know about you.
Like would I trade a player of the year
for a
20-point season
down
for what I just had? Fuck no.
Okay.
No, I want my chip. That's what I want my chip.
Gold. This is the gold.
I want my ring.
What you though? All conference.
And see,
be real though, man. Like I want to.
Be honest.
It's not.
Do you feel like you showed what you really can do?
I did not show my full potential. I definitely not gonna show my full potential in college, which is okay because like obviously within that like you're gonna be a part of the team anywhere.
Yeah.
And you can't always be the guy. You can't always You can't want the spotlight all the time. You can't want all the glory. You know what I'm saying? And that's who I've naturally just been as a player. Like when I play basketball, I've always been the selfish guy. I know that all right, if I can't do this, whatever at this capacity, it's fine with me. I can do this because I know it's what we need to do to win. I would like high school, like it probably like my senior year of high school for it because I played before my senior year of high school. Like in my system, like I'm really a 1, 2, 3. You know what I'm saying? But I played before, so it's like. And that's what we needed at the time. Obviously, like we didn't go off a win far when we got what was it, division champion or something like that in high school. So it's like, all right, like it's just a parallel for me. But the only thing I would change is just the atmosphere and how it was created, because it's proof that how it works. It's proof. It's like. We won a championship. That's actual proof of that. But there's also like
we won.
Yeah, but I also do feel like we could have got the same result, but with a different approach.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Probably could have got there
easier.
But
you know what I'm saying?
Hey, but guess what?
That's the episode.
We won. Fuck it. It don't matter. We won.
We won. That's the
fucking
episode.
won.
That's the
so
episode.
Before we wrap up, shout out to our fucking teammates, our teams.
Shout out Dede, shout out Daryl, shout out
Daryl,
DG, shout out both DGs,
Nate, Antonio, Rick, Dre, Jordan,
Sadia, Rav, Rylan,
great.
The guys, man.
And hold on, and we'll move Dede, Aiden.
So Aiden for sure. So Coach TJ, we locked in TJ.
One huge shout out, and that's be real.
You gotta go to him.
Mark Seidenberg.
You gotta go to him.
You gotta go.
Because
we're looking at it from our perspective, getting a new coach, but to be fair to him,
you did your job, bro. You did your job.
He had 15 guys who didn't know him.
Right.
And he had to win a championship.
He did his job.
And he won a championship.
So forever, you can talk your shit. Forever, you can talk your shit.
For sure. You gotta give you flowers for that, because
he's a legend.
Flowers to Wilson College as a whole. Flowers to Wilson College.
And Tracy.
Because like we did that, we put it on the map. We put it on the map.
Shout
out Burke and Tracy for sure, man. I'm
miss Katie though. You know you my favorite kid.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out Burke and Tracy.
Wrap it up on that one.
He said.
Katie, you're my favorite.
But shout out to 4K, shout out Mike, shout out Jeff, the guys, Chris at the crib, man, for letting us use the spot for this episode, man.
Yes, sir.
Guys, shout out my boy Jay.
Hey, he a legend, man. Everybody a legend.
He's part of it now. He's part of the crew. I'm from Baltimore at the community college. Which one? CCBC Essex, man.
Yes, sir.
You hoop?
Nah, he not hoop, but no, man. He's top. He do hoop though. He say he hoop though. So, you know what I'm saying? Get with him.
He said I do, like he won't come all the time. What do you mean I do?
Check out his YouTube, man. Check out his YouTube. You know, I brought him out. Shout out to JW and J Photos, man. They weren't available for me, but Jay Allen, my man, met him through my job at work. You know, he's an intern at that job now, so gotta bring him on. You know, bring him on. If that's what you do, come on, do what you do with us, man.
Yes, sir.
And
gotta spread the love.
And one last thing, shout out to literally, we know we kind of joked about it, but everybody with a part of us win that championship. For real. I appreciate that.
Nah,
really.
Yeah.
Everybody.
It was a tough
names.
It was the toughest year of my life. It was the toughest year of my life, but the result for it, like, it's a story to tell. Like
We could go on for hours.
It's a story to tell. It's a way. It's something that can help give me a job. You know what I'm saying? Or anywhere. Like I can go pass this on to obviously there's viewers watching this, but like I can go talk to the youth about how hard it could really be. It could be another episode for us actually, as far as like how tough it really is to be a college athlete. You know what I'm saying? So it's not easy, man.
Especially D3. It gets rough.
But I don't know, man. AT, you back? I think it's your time.
Oh, shit, I forgot about it.
I think it's your time. You back, man.
I'm pretty sure it's love, peace, and hair grease, and we out. So that's how we doing it,
sir.